guys! Okay, so I'm back today with a super exciting video which I've been wanting to record for ages and I just haven't got round to it. So I'm super excited that I finally found some time to just sit down and record this video for you guys. So as you can probably tell by the title, this is going to be my kind of how I stay motivated when I'm trying to lose weight. I did post on Instagram about a week ago asking you guys kind of what videos you'd like to see from me, and a lot of people said kind of weight loss and vloggy videos, chatty videos. So I think I'm going to start doing some more chatty videos on my channel. I've got a couple that I want to do. I'd really like to do one on social anxiety, as I don't think I've never really spoken about it on my channel, but I do suffer with quite a lot of anxiety, and I kind of wanted to kind of share my story with you and how I kind of deal with that on a day-to-day basis. I also wanted to do a video on kind of moving away from kind of just moving and living in different places, and how I've dealt with kind of just living in lots of different places and meeting new people and how that works with anxiety and all the rest of it. So yes, I hope you're excited for some more kind of chatty videos. If you would like to see any of the videos I've just mentioned, then please let me know in the comments below, because I only want to upload stuff that you guys really want to see. And if there's any other topics that you'd like me to talk about, I am more than happy to do so. So anyway, enough rambling, let's get into this video. Okay, so I'm going to cover something a little bit different first. It's not so much motivation, well I guess it is really, but it's how I kind of started weight loss. Now this might be a slightly lengthy, rambly video, but I hope you guys will stay with me and just listen to try and understand what I'm trying to say to you guys. So for a really, really long time, since I was like, I don't know, 15, 16, when I really started to kind of worry about my looks and how much I weighed and what I looked like in clothes, it was probably about 15, 16, so I'm 21, I turn 21 next week, which is quite scary. So I've kind of been dabbling in like weight loss and diets for about 6 years now. So I wanted to kind of share with you basically what I found worked for me, which if you know me, if you watch my videos normally, you will know that I actually joined Weight Watchers. It was actually, I think about 13 months ago, it was last October, so we're in November now, so it was pretty much this time last year when I first started on my weight loss journey. And I found that actually joining a program and following a program like Weight Watchers really gave me like the kickstart and the motivation to actually kind of start my weight loss journey. I found in the past when I tried to go it alone that I just kind of, I'd do it for a couple of days, or I'd do it for like a week, and then I'd be like, oh, like it's not working, I don't want to do it, blah blah blah, and I found that not having the motivation. So I found doing a slimming club actually really helped, and actually going to get weighed and getting all that kind of stuff, and actually just speaking to other people that also feel like you do. I remember before I joined Weight Watchers, I really felt like I was the only one in the world that had these kind of issues with food. I thought that everyone just knew how to be like skinny. I mean, I really struggled with binge eating, and I get into that mindset that if I've kind of like fucked up already, then I might as well keep fucking up and I might as well eat whatever I want. And it's taken a long time and I still do struggle with that. So I found going to Weight Watchers and actually going to a group and a meeting and sitting around and actually chatting with people that also struggle with food in that way really, really helps. So that would be my first tip. If you're on like the beginning of your weight loss journey and you haven't found something that works for you, have a look at some of the slimming clubs. I am currently now with Slimming World, which I know I want to do a separate Slimming World video, if you guys would like to see that, I don't know. But yes, so I started on Weight Watchers and that's how I lost the majority of my weight. Okay, so on to my tips and tricks for staying motivated if you're already in the process of losing weight. This is just some of the stuff that I did and found that it really helped. Okay, so the first thing is photos. Throughout my weight loss kind of journey, and still now because I'm still on my weight loss journey, I'm still on that goal that I'd like to be, I find looking at like past and current pictures of yourself really, really helps. If you're at the beginning of your weight loss journey, then definitely, like, I wish I had taken more pictures of me when I was bigger, because looking back now, it would have been so amazing to see them. I don't have loads of photos. I can insert a few around here somewhere if I can find some. Sometimes if you're having a kind of like a dodgy week, or you're finding you're in a bit of a slump and you're like, oh, I'm not seeing the numbers go down on the scales, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Sometimes I'll have weeks where I've been completely completely on plan. I followed everything that I meant to be doing. I've exercised, and I come to weigh-in day and I'm the same or I've put on. And I think it's really important to not get disheartened by that, because that's when you go back to square one. If you just think, fuck it, it's not working for me, I can't do it. It's the worst mentality to have. You need to believe in yourself, which is another tip that I was going to say to you, is believing in yourself. It is so important for you to say to yourself, actually, I can do it, and to feel like, actually, it might take me 3 years to get to my goal weight. It may take me 5 years to get to my goal weight, you know, depending on how overweight you are. It doesn't matter, as long as you're doing something to make yourself feel better. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. So really believe in yourself and don't get disheartened, because there's always going to be times, you know, throughout my weight loss journey, I've come to weigh-in day and it's either my time of the month and I've put on, you know, I remember going to group once and I put on 3.5 pounds and I was mortified. I'd spent all week really on track, and I'd gone, and I remember I just burst into tears in my Slimming World, in my Weight Watchers group, because I'd gained, and I was like, I don't know why. And my leader said to me then, is that, you know, you can't control your body all the time. Sometimes your body's just going to hold water. You know, if you've had like a takeaway for a couple of nights ago and you thought, you know, I'm going to have a treat night, it can take a long time for all that salt and sodium and all the gross stuff to get out of your system. So yes, please believe in yourself, guys, and don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, my next tip, and the motivation that kind of got me really involved with kind of maintaining my healthy eating, was to plan my meals. Now, at first I found this really tedious, and it took me a really long time, but once you get into like the rhythm of planning your meals, I find it really helps, and it can make you really excited. I've always really enjoyed cooking. I'm not an amazing cook, but I enjoy eating new foods and trying new things, and I do enjoy cooking. So for me, planning my meals and knowing that on Thursday I'm going to make a spaghetti bolognese, or on Friday I'm going to make a soup or something like that, knowing that and getting all the ingredients for it and planning it and stuff can be really exciting. So I don't know, is that just me though? I tend to get really excited over food. I think if you've got issues with food, often food is really exciting, so I hope I'm not the only one that feels like that. But yes, planning food I think is really important. So plan your meals, plan your snacks, do like a weekly shop and get all the stuff you need for the week, and then go from there. Which leads kind of on to my next tip, which is getting creative. I find if you're on a diet, it can sometimes just get a bit like, oh, for fuck's sake, like I'm eating the same food all the time, it's just boring, and that can really unmotivate you and make you just want to go out and eat a pizza or just some junk food. So I found getting really creative with your cooking and trying stuff that you've never cooked before really inspired me. At least, you know, for me it really did. You know, I always enjoyed things like moussaka, which I'd never cooked myself, and I found a healthy recipe, a healthy way of doing it, and I made it and I loved it, and I find stuff like that really enjoyable. So if you do like being in the kitchen, just messing about with new recipes and just getting creative with it, you know, there are so many amazing weight loss websites and blogs and all sorts online, so just have a root about, you know, see what you like to eat and cook it. Again, this kind of leads on to my next point, which is finding people to follow. Now, on Instagram, I know not everyone has Instagram, but if you do, which I think a lot of people do nowadays, there are so many for Weight Watchers and Slimming World in particular. If you literally search the hashtag Weight Watchers or Slimming World, so many recipes and ideas come up, and I found following people, like my Instagram is literally, I scroll through my Instagram and it's all food. It's healthy food, healthy recipes, people talking about how their days have been with their food, kind of before and after pictures, weigh-ins, everything. I find it so motivational. Even if you're not on Weight Watchers or on Slimming World, just searching through that and seeing the kind of foods that people are eating, it really makes a difference. I haven't actually got any kind of my favourite Instagram pages or blogs or anything written down, but if you would like to see a separate video of my favourite kind of people that I follow, then please let me know, because I would be happy to do that, because I think it's all about sharing the love, and there are some really fab people that I have found on Instagram, and some of them also on YouTube. So yes, if you'd like to see that video, then please let me know in the comments. Okay, so my final tip for you today is to have a piece of clothing that you really want to fit into. I did this at the beginning of my weight loss journey. I had one piece, I had a dress, which I'm going to show you now, which I really wanted to get into, and every time I had it on, it didn't quite zip up, and I had like bulges and stuff, and I just didn't feel fab in it. So I chose a piece of clothing that I was determined to fit into, and every kind of couple of weeks I try it on, and as kind of I lost the weight, it started to kind of fit me better, and that feeling when I finally got into this dress, did it up and felt amazing. I burst into tears. You know, you can watch the numbers going down on the scale, and you can do all of that, and that's amazing and that's great, but actually fitting into something that you didn't previously, that you really loved and really wanted to, is such an amazing feeling. So I would 100% recommend having a piece of clothing that maybe you had before that now doesn't fit you, that you want to get back into, or go out and spend a bit of money on something that you want to use as your goal piece. So this was my goal dress, which is a beautiful silk kind of, is it silk? I think it's like a silk lining. I'm just going to stand up and show you. And it's pleated, not pleated, sorry, it's lined at the bottom, so it's got full lining, it's kind of got bone structure in it, and it's a halter neck. Obviously these are just the bits to hold it on the hanger, and I actually wore this a couple of weeks ago. I went to a kind of formal like black bow tie dinner event, and I will insert the picture now for you to see. And yes, finally fitting into that dress and getting so many compliments all night on it, and I just felt $1 million, and that feeling is amazing, and that is enough to kind of keep you motivated. So yes guys, I know this is kind of a bit rambly and a bit all over the place, but I know that you guys tend to like my more kind of chatty, informal videos, so if you did enjoy this, please let me know in the comments below. If you have any other questions for me, again, leave me them in the comments below and I can do some more follow-up videos. As I say, I really want to do some more chatty videos with you guys, so if you do have anything else you want to see from me or any questions, then please leave me them below and I can get back to you, or I can do a separate video. So yes. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll have all my links as usual in the down box below, and I'll see you all very soon. I love you, bye bye.